Well, more than 40,000 babies are born each year with congenital heart defects, which are the most common birth defects. Leading the fight to help families struggling with heart defects is Jennifer Page, the mother of the young Max Page. He's known as the little Darth Vader from the Super Bowl ad. She's joined by Dr. David Ferry, a leading cardiologist from Children's Hospital, Los Angeles, California, where Max was treated. And they're joining us live this morning from Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much for waking up such an early hour for such an important subject. Tell us what's going on. Doctor, you work at the hospital where Max got the pacemaker that saved lives. How common is this problem?
Well, as you mentioned, about 35,000 babies a year are born in the United States with a congenital heart defect. If you do the math, that's 1 every 10 or 15 minutes that are born, and about half of those babies are going to require some type of intervention or surgery. So at hospitals like Children's Hospital Los Angeles, coupled with, in partnership with companies like St. Jude Medical, a leading device maker for heart problems in children and adults, we're really in the cutting edge frontier for treating these heart problems.
Doctor, can we detect these heart problems actually before the child is born?
They can be detected, usually by ultrasound, around 18, 20, 22 weeks along. It can be difficult and challenging because of the position of the baby and motion, that type of thing, but some can be detected and not all.
Well, thank you for that information. Very much leading up into the birth, and then of course after the baby is born. Jennifer, with Max, such a so many millions of people watched him as the young Darth Vader. What do parents of kids with congenital heart defects need to know?
Well, that's what's so great about this partnership with Mended Little Hearts and St. Jude Medical is they're creating a little heart guide, and it's going to answer all those questions. It's a resource that's very extensive, from if you are lucky enough to get diagnosed in utero all the way through to when they enter adulthood. And all the questions, basic questions like what should you ask your surgeon, which might seem kind of simple, but not when you're blindsided by this. You can't even say your name, let alone ask intelligent questions. And then also just, carries you on through life. How do you help them navigate school? How do you help them, just navigate life sometimes emotionally? But also, I just would love for parents to know you're not alone. It feels so isolating and lonely when this happens, but there's a whole community of people waiting to do life with you. And going to the Mended Little Hearts website, you can see the different support groups that are in 90 chapters across the country. So there's a lot of families that just want to help each other through this process.
And we were just watching Max in a couple of clips there. He's got quite the golf swing.
He does. He does have a good golf swing. Well, his dad's a PGA golf pro on the club side, not the touring side, and I played college golf. So our mantra is, if you don't like golf, the family vacations will be very boring.
So I guess you would call that a chip off the OT then, huh?
We're trying. We're trying. It's that, or they have to have a babysitter because we're playing.
Right on. Dr. Ferry, what are some of the signs? We have a few seconds left. What are the signs that parents should look for, and why is it so important for the children of the adults to diagnose heart disease and heart defects early?
Well, the parents should not hesitate to ask their pediatrician or family practitioner about feeding problems, rapid breathing, poor color, poor weight gain. And it's important to detect these early, because the earlier you intervene, the healthier the child's going to be after the surgery. MendedLittleHearts.org. Thank you both for joining us so much, and please give Max our best as well, and to you and your family as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back with more of Low Country Live in just a moment.